Boys, just calm down. We don't need to throw punches just yet.
I just watched 3 premierships in 4 years just to watch this shit again.
The big angry men who run around in fashion bodies.
If I see anyone complain or say that they can swap Martinelli for Matt and Babette, that's their
I'm just dreaming of beers. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Uneducated Nuffies. I'm Owen 3. Nice to meet you guys all. How are we going this weekend?
I'm good, thanks, Owen. How are you?
I'm
great.
feeling great. This is fucking dreadful. I'm about to implode.
So this is how I felt last year, but we were on a flag, so it was...
It was all worth
it was all fine.
Yeah, I'm ready to just explode and just guys and just get it all out.
Yeah, finally.
Finally.
That's time.
I've had enough. Fucking justice needs to be brought to its knees.
It's 3 weeks into the season.
Yeah, I'm done. It's enough. Suck Bossy. No. We'll get to this later. Enough. How was your weekend, Jonty?
Mine was great. You know what it feels like to not be able to... Like, you win a game, you have no
Well, what's
stress.
winning a game?
Yeah, you won't know that this year.
That's right.
But that feeling when you have no stress of watching footy over the weekend because your team's not playing.
That's me this weekend.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm happy.
It's so much better than having to wait and watch your team does what you do and go choke half a game and then win. And then you go, oh great, now I've got to do this all again next week. I just had a nice relaxing weekend. I didn't need to watch footy, but I did. You know, it was great.
I think I'd like to argue I had the same weekend because when you play it on a Thursday and you win the whole rest of the weekend.
No, because that game was awful.
Well, we won. We won a game. I don't care. That's the same thing though. He's like, I didn't care the rest of the weekend. I was happy.
Okay.
I was in a good mood.
What's winning?
We'll learn later. Not next week, but what a week after.
Carlton on Thursday.
We get pumped. Anywho, let me talk about my weekend. Besides the shenanigans we having today, where my car decided to kill itself.
Yeah, it's great.
It was great. Tow truck came in, almost took out my front bumper trying to get it out of the driveway.
That's what you get for having a shit box.
No, it's fine. We've sorted it out. It's all fixed. It's getting sorted. But I wanted to bring up, I had a moral in conclusion on a Saturday night. I was working at Amy Park. I want to know, is it morally correct to be the designated driver?
If you're working beforehand, yes.
When you have blokes like me who are not working and we're not in the state to drive to take home, yes.
Correct. Like, I was happy to acknowledge it, but if there was a world where I wasn't working in the city and had the ability to drive people home, is it morally correct to be the designated driver on a night out?
Well, you could just be a good bloke and do it.
But most likely in your case, you'd already be drunk anyway.
I do not drink and drive. Don't bring me
I'm
into
not
this.
saying you'd be driving. I'm saying you'd be drinking.
No, I kept to my limit. 2 drinks. No more. Two middies.
Good boy.
I was well behaved.
Good.
But-
He actually was.
Yeah.
I can vouch.
No, but I'm saying in a world where you're not working,
You wouldn't
be
have driven
dead
in the
because
first
you
place.
wouldn't be driving. You'd be already in the city drunk.
Yeah, probably.
So morally, yes. In your world, no.
Especially when the situation where it's in the city, easy transport home. You should not be a desert driver. You'd share an Uber.
Just get over it, mate.
Maybe. I'm still recovering from the weekend.
Anyway.
I'm still hurt. Jimmy, how was your weekend?
I had a good weekend. Again, I was going to bring up the same point as you. That when you have success, for once, I'm very happy about it. That nothing else mattered. I didn't care what happened the rest of the weekend. And also, I only got to watch Friday night, which made me happy as well.
Oh, that was so funny.
Did you get land in the corner make you happy?
Nothing about that.
Owen
It's
2.
actually so bullshit.
He's defeated at that place. He's 2 getting into the corner.
I'm more like
Still
20.
the record on Carlton.
I'm more like 20 into. It's happened twice out of the many times I've been there.
No, it's funny coincidences when it's happened.
Absolutely, the Crows were right. Right in front of me.
We're going to engage with our mind.
Do you think they didn't come to play? Do you think they sat in their cars waiting for the game to start then go out there?
Now, we've had some interesting calls so far this year with suspensions. Is a fine for staging really the point we're at right now?
When it's not in the stadium,
Yeah,
because
we
he
just-
hit his head on Rosie's knee.
Yeah, he just was tackled.
It's ridiculous.
Hey, MRO, you're getting everything wrong. Can you start making right decisions, please?
Michael Christian hates us in him.
That's David King and Michael Christian.
Yeah, so it's 2 of us.
I like David King, though.
Have you noticed the thing about King's laptop? It's always there.
I want to know what's on King's laptop. What's on those hard drive?
We're not going to hard drives. That's a different ballpark. That
I want to know what's on the laptop.
it's just North.
What's he hiding?
There's some good AFL takes in there. Like Freo going to win the flag.
Oh.
Anyway, was that the worst Thursday night game we've ever seen in our lives?
It's. I was going through a couple of years back trying to look at all the Thursday night games, and I couldn't find a worse one than that.
There was the amount of points, the amount of just rush behinds, kicks.
The first 3 quarters were a very hard watch. Give you that. It was we were very slow, very timid.
It looked like just kick to kick out there. Like no one actually
The
wanted to
last
try and
quarter,
score.
it got lit up. We started playing some more free-flowing footy, which shock led to goals.
What?
Who would have thought that would have happened?
I haven't seen that yet.
I mean, if we kicked straight, it would have been a much bigger win. But
we've got to come back to that one.
Yeah, okay, come back to that.
Port had one thing promising about them. Christian Murray is actually
He played well.
could be a difference maker for them.
The young guns are actually looking like alright for Port.
Him and Berry were probably their best players in the first half.
And
But their start,
Rosie went missing. Horn Francis went missing.
Wines was good.
Wines was okay.
Georgiades was good for a half.
Yeah.
Burgoyne's.
Alira Lears just can't take enough.
Well, he has to have a Sabaraga Lear play as a fullback.
Yeah.
Good fullback there. Halfback. Sorry, I almost screwed that up.
Anyway, we won a game. I'm happy.
Lids off.
Lids off. We're going to win the flag. Everything's going to go perfectly the rest of the year.
Lids off for a 5-win season.
Let's go.
No, that's us.
No,
You're winning less.
Yours is 2 right now.
Anyway, so I'm a happy boy this week, and I can't wait to not lose again this week with the bye.
Yeah, so then that was Thursday night. So in order, it goes Thursday night, and then Friday night.
Friday night, back at Marvel,
The Sweatbox.
the Sweatbox.
Hot.
Carlton versus the Doggies.
Do you want to take it away or?
Off you go.
I miss Matt Kennedy. I miss him.
He was so
He
good.
fucking killed us.
He was so good.
Why did we ever think it was a good idea? He played every game last year. He was a consistent player, and we just let him walk out.
Yeah, because you let him...
Why?
You subbed him off in that final.
Yes, when he left his wife and who was in labour to come play that final, and we subbed him off at quarter time, half time. I'm so done with this club. We keep the players who we think are good, who will end up being fucking shit, like Motlop. Fucking get a grip. We get rid of Matt Kennedy. I was happy to ship off anyway because we got rid of him. But fuck me, that was fucking painful to watch.
Could have done with Matt Owens in the weekend.
We could have done with a lot of things. How was our top goal scorer Brody Kemp? How did Lewis Young kick 2?
The thing is, right, they were actually good for you at the front.
They were.
Can I tell you though, right? You had 4 goal scorers.
I know.
4 people kicked goals.
We had. I think it was.
Kemp kicked 5, Kerno kicked 3, Young kicked 2, and then I think Motlop had 1.
Yeah, Motlop had the first goal.
You had 4 people
What
kick
are we
goals.
doing? But I want to bring up something from I was listening to it on SEN, not SEN radio, Triple M radio.
Is amazing.
On Triple M radio. BT had a really good point. He brought up early in the game. He brought it early in the game, before the game started, and to keep an eye on it. And that is disposal efficiency for some of the Carlton players here. And boy, oh boy, this is. Let me bring some names. So you think, let's go Blake Acres. You think he's a good footballer?
No.
No. You look at it, you wouldn't you think he's decent, he's good enough. His kicking efficiency this season is 46%. Adam Chera, kicking disposal efficiency, 66%. George Hewitt, 66%. Sam Walsh, 62%.
That's a 4.
Sam Doherty, 62%. And Matt Cottrell, 62%. How the fuck are we supposed to win games when we can't fucking hit a target or get disposal efficiency? You're going to turn the ball over and go to the fucking other end and kick goals. What the fuck? How are we supposed to win games when we can't get disposals down the ground hitting targets?
Boys kick the goal! Boys kick the goal! From inside the centre!
What are we... I'm just lost for words. Our best disposal efficiency for the season is 85%, and that's Jacob Wiedering. Patrick Cripps is 70%.
He doesn't kick it.
Yeah,
No, disposal efficiency, not kicking efficiency. This is disposal efficiency.
And he's 80% of his touches are handballs.
Do you want to hear Chera's kicking efficiency? Not Chera, Akers' kicking efficiency this season?
I'd say like 20.
Yeah, 20. On the weekend, it was 8%. 8%. You fucking moron, Akers. Get him off.
He kicked a winning goal once.
Get him off.
Remember how much you talked about him in 2023?
I did, but fuck, he's the whole team. If I had a choice, I want half team gone.
Yeah, well, because you have a top half of top 8, and then you have no one.
I am now by the belief that Vossi can only do so much. I'm not saying we sack Vossi, but we need to rethink what players we have in play on the field.
Okay,
Who is in the 2s?
Yeah.
Moya.
Yeah, should get game over with some of these people in forward.
Yep. Harry will come back in at some point. Elijah Hollins, although he's a co-cat, he would be better in our squad. Where else should I continue with? Cooper Lord was our substitute. We decided to pick. Did he get dropped? I thought he was our sub.
He got dropped.
Why are we dropping him and giving Doherty a game? The fuck! I love Doherty. Don't get me wrong. What he's gone through is phenomenal. He's a fringe player at the moment. He's a fringe player.
I'm going to pose a question. Is Vossi actually doing anything? Did you see the brains trust that he had in the final quarter? And then after that point, where they showed the brains trust of Nick Newman, and I don't know who your assistant coach is.
Oh, no.
You then considered 2 goals in a row.
Well, the game plan that they have worked in the first quarter. We were great in that first quarter. We actually had, instead of trying to go long, kick it forward, we worked our way through, hitting targets, and we got there.
I think you have a lot of.
But then the players,
the
players don't know how to run, and as soon as a bit of pressure goes on, they fold like bananas.
Hey, do you know who this sounds like? Nathan Buckley's Collingwood.
If it's like that, then we'll flag a couple of years away. But I do not. I genuinely.
No.
I think we're close to a wooden spoon at the moment than a flag.
I think
you are.
I think your 2023 run was your Nathan Buckley grand final run.
That's what they're relying on right now. Is another fantasy run where they just get an absolute tear, get some momentum.
We have so much good talent, and we're trying to re-sign to Conan. But I'm struggling to see how he thinks that St Kilda that Carlton is a better option than St Kilda at the moment. I don't think it's set in stone. I think it's still 50-50 in there. But I
think right now
I'm struggling to go to Tom and say, oh, we're a better option at the moment than St Kilda, because St Kilda have wins on the board and we don't.
And he's getting paid way more at St Kilda.
And this is
he's going to get money, because that's why we had to get rid of Motlop. Not Motlop, Owies. That's what I'm not trying to get rid of Motlop.
Can you pay him $2 million?
We can pay him 1.2, 1.3.
St Kilda are going to pay him 1.8.
Yeah. And at this point in time, I would take the 1.8 at St Kilda.
But the problem is if he goes to St Kilda, is he going to be the main ruck there?
I don't think he care.
I think he let him play as a forward ruck.
No, because that's the reason he wants to leave. He wants to be a main ruckman.
He's already the main ruck at Carlton.
No, because when Pitney's still going to come back in. Fuck! Forgot about him.
I'm saying, at 1.8 million, I don't care where you play me. Just play me.
That's what Finn Callahan said no to, though.
Yeah, but Finn Callahan's playing for the Giants. Bit different.
Good team, that one.
Yeah.
Can I ask you one thing? What's up with Sam Walsh? Because
I said,
he looks washed at the age of 24.
Can I replay a video from
last year? No, I know what it's going to be. Like I said, his disposal efficiency is 62%. He can barely move because
he's slow.
He's
slow now.
The problem is he tries to play like Cripps, but he's not built like Cripps.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the one who gets the ball out from Cripps when he handballs it out to him.
But he's too slow. That's why we went into the draft and went for Jagger Smith. Jagger Smith was, in my opinion, Jagger Smith in the team, we would have beaten Richmond and we would have beaten Doggies.
Can say that, but he's not. So
that's the issue, and it's also like saying if Nick Newman was in the team, but they're not. Mm-hmm. But we went for Jagger Smith for that sole reason. You know who would be perfect in our team right now?
Who would be perfect right now?
What's his name? We know who we're talking about here. That you guys picked up.
Dan Houston.
I've gone here. Yeah, Dan Houston. That's his name. If we had Dan Houston, we'd be pretty good right now.
You have Sard.
Well, it's okay.
He's not even the best side in the league anymore.
Sard how cool he is. That's facts.
It's okay. You just don't have your first or second round pick this year.
It's a circus.
I'm taking open applications to move clubs.
You can't do that.
If anyone wants to take me,
it's like Nottingham, you can't leave.
No, Nottingham is a different reason. Enough of Carlton. I don't want to get any more angry. Let's move on.
You can on Thursday night.
To two of the surprise teams this season who I want to talk about both of them. Gold Coast and Adelaide. The way they've turned things around. I'm calling this right now. Gold Coast are going to win a flag in the next 5 years.
Well, they should with that list.
Gold Coast. I reckon they can win 2 in the next 5 years.
I'm calling for 1, but 2 is
What?
Also, they haven't been anyone good yet.
No, but
West
what,
Coast and
what do Gold Coast have besides probably not a strong enough forward line that a competing flag team don't have?
Forward line, the midfield's good.
The midfield's very good.
The wing's probably a little bit lacking because you're having to play an inside midfielder out on the wing.
Yeah.
And
Well, the forward line. If
The problem is you don't have no one's gonna no team in the AFL right now have a complete squad.
no.
There's always
Hawthorn's the
gaps.
closest, but
Defense has lost Ballard for the year, so that's a big loss.
they need Collins. Well, they got Collins, but he's older.
I think that they're onto something here. Like
They are.
And Matty Rao is back to his
Matty Rao
not 9 rounds when he first came into the league, where he was Brownlow favourite.
36 touches.
He's been eating good grass.
Yeah.
A lot of grass. I wonder what he's having.
What's like the farmhouse gold of grass? What's the one that Fraser sells?
Tough turf.
Yeah.
Tough turf.
Some G-chain turf.
Unreal.
But they're looking great. But then Adelaide as well. After North did what they did last week to Melbourne.
And North were competitive yesterday. Until the last quarter.
Give North their flowers. They were very good.
Until the last quarter, they really
Adelaide
stuck with them.
are
They're
they're great.
They're unreal.
This is the Crows that we thought we were going to get last year.
Yeah.
It just happened a year later.
Remember how at the start of the season we had Nix on nothing?
Yeah.
Nix is finally.
Well,
Nick's ball's
you
working.
see how much Thilthorpe is
He's a
game.
monster.
He's a game changer for them.
Told you.
And they've got them going the 3 tall forwards. It's working.
Fogarty, after last season looking completely unlike himself, has come back as an absolute star.
I thought Tex was going to be retired, and he's kicked 4.
Kicked a flea.
Well, he got basically begged to come back, and look what happened. So
It's a scary forward line. Fogarty, Thilthorpe, Tex, and then you have Rankin, Rochelle, who's injured now, but Rochelle,
Dawson.
Dawson in the midfield, Solego in the midfield.
Keys is having a blinding run.
Keys is on.
Their
kicking
only
goals.
issue they have is their defense is a bit on the weaker end, but
They have
But if
conceded.
you outscore them, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, with that attack forward, it's. I mean, they've
hey,
scored
they
100.
did it to Essendon last week. Essendon's
Literally, we
kicked
scored 100 and lost by 10 goals.
Yeah.
Like,
What's about Dan Curtin becoming a full-time forward?
he
Just
could
kicking
also
goals.
do that.
It's working.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how Adelaide
Curtin's
put this
working.
off.
Adelaide, yeah. As long as their attack stays the same, they're going to be hard to beat this year.
They are. Now, when you talk about the team who won the flag last year,
Yes.
they played Geelong. They scraped a win. They played West Coast. They scraped a win. They played Sydney. Great game, but scraped a win. Are these teams actually good, or is Brisbane actually good?
Is it scraping though? Because I feel like they've been slow starters, but they've dominated. It's like I've heard it on SEN radio today. I'm gonna take one of Kingy's quotes here. It's like Maccabi Diva or Winks. It's starting at the back here, but you know it's going to come back and win at some point.
Yeah, that's how we were when in 2022.
Yeah, but
and we were scraping every single win.
Brisbane, in my opinion, are the best team in the comp right now.
Well, I think it doesn't really matter.
No. Hawthorn had Hawthorn had their first actual good win this weekend.
They also beat Sydney in the opening round in Sydney.
Yeah, but Brisbane have come out. They've beaten Sydney. They've beaten Geelong.
Coast.
West Coast, the only one you can beat. But they've beaten who you thought were going to be premiers this season in Geelong, who are also starting shit. They're 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
They've beaten Sydney, who obviously are a little bit on the weaker side, but I still think are a good team.
Hey, I'm just calling it now. I called it 11th. Again. I'm calling it again.
Who?
Sydney.
So it could happen.
Yeah.
I think
Could
Brisbane's start is relevant. Could look at the last 2 premiership teams. They started 0-3.
Yeah.
Brisbane started 3-0.
I'm not saying that that's not a good thing. And they are coming back to these games. But
Wait,
they're
so you
not
said
doing it convincingly.
You're saying can't or a chance?
No.
No. Because you have to win the flag beforehand to get it.
You barely made the finals last year.
I think Brisbane have also looked at when Danaher left and they've worked to it, and it's not a major gaping issue in their game at the moment.
See, that's something I actually had an interesting point about. On Saturday, I was talking to someone about Brisbane, and they said their main point is that they don't have a Danaher replacement, and it actually pisses them off because they would be actually blowing out these games if they had a Danaher replacement.
Yeah. I don't think they're playing their best right now, but they're still winning. That can only be a good thing.
Well, they're linked with Oscar Allen at the moment as well, so if they can pinch him from West Coast, Jesus Christ, they're dangerous.
Yeah.
But obviously his health issues is a major thing. But I think Brisbane are trotting on the right way. Obviously, they don't start games, they run home.
I'm not saying they're trying the wrong way. I'm just saying, are they actually good yet? Or are we getting just because Geelong came off a loss to St Kilda.
But is there
Who do they have this
is there
week?
any team at the start of the season who's actually good? There is not a single team in the AFL right now who I think are playing some of their best football. Not a single
You
team.
don't fully know yet.
Not
You'll
a
find
single
out.
team.
I would reckon this is Hawthorn.
No, Hawthorn are not playing
And
at their
Adelaide.
best.
Hawthorn Adelaide.
Adelaide I can listen to. Hawthorn, nah. Hawthorn I know Hawthorn could be a lot better. If
I-
Hawthorn were a lot better, they would have beaten us Carlton by 50. Like they did last year.
Not in the wet.
It drizzled for 5 minutes.
It was also wet all day beforehand.
And then what about Essendon?
Essendon.
We
They
played-
should have beat Essendon by probably a lot more, but Essendon played
Essendon
okay.
played good.
Yeah.
We played good against them.
No, you didn't.
No.
Yes, we did.
You played a good quarter.
And then
You
Sydney.
know,
And then Sydney.
you know we'll get a
They haven't pumped a team yet.
They pumped Sydney.
Oh, I wouldn't say that was a pumping.
20 points, but
20 points,
It
not a
felt a lot
pumping.
different than that.
I think Hawthorn are the benchmark so far this year. They're at
Yeah.
I think it's Brisbane.
nah.
I think
This
Brisbane
year's
are the benchmark.
Brisbane.
Why are you not the benchmark if you win the flag?
I'm
Why are
saying
they
this
not?
year.
This
Yeah,
year.
and they're 3-0. I think they're the
Hawthorn,
benchmark. Yeah, because Brisbane would have been 4-0 if it wasn't
And-
for Cyclone.
No, they wouldn't have because they've just played Geelong. It was their rescheduled game.
Yeah.
So it's 3-0 either way.
And Hawthorn are doing it. They beat a potential flag favourite as well in Giants.
Hawthorn were 35 points down at quarter time and won.
Yeah, no, I
They're
listened
impressive.
to the game.
They're impressive.
Let's move on before we argue anymore. Sad news today. Andrew Cracker, Collingwood legend, has passed away at the age of 42 at a heart attack. Condolences to the Cracker family. What was your favourite Andrew Cracker moment, Jonty, as a Collingwood supporter?
The mark.
The mark?
Yeah. The
Was that
mark.
the one that robbed Andrew Walker a mark of the year?
Yeah.
It was.
That's right. Forgot about that. It was a robbery too.
His 2011 season was great. It was right after a flag as well. So
Was he in that 2010 flag?
no.
He got recruited afterwards.
Yeah. He was still at Richmond at that point.
Is he Richmond?
Yeah, he played most of his career at Richmond.
That shows how oblivious I am.
And went to
But yeah,
Collingwood.
no, his 2011 season was great. Reminded me a lot of Leon Davis and how they played, which not due to actually like the obvious links,
But just the
the actual play style.
Yeah.
And so it was always great to have someone like Andrew Cracker, and so unfortunately passing away.
Rest in peace.
Quick one, Harley Reid. Is he doing a Jason Horn-Francis?
Yes.
Trying to leave.
Yeah.
100%.
Actively doing everything to piss off the West Coast.
Yeah, but
fans.
how's the West Coast fans all putting their
West Coast
finger
fans-
up? They're all going, "Ugh."
Harley
Yeah.
could-
I rate that.
Harley could like say on a video, like he could go, I fucking hate Perth, I fucking hate West Coast, and everyone's like, we can move the club. Harley, please stay.
Well, theoretically, if we get rid of Deconium, we could go for Harley.
And theoretically that won't happen.
Good.
Yeah, no, he ain't going to Carlton.
Well, where is he going?
Hello.
The ones who actually have draft capital.
Draft capital, money for spent for years. So.
And not declining.
St
We're actually
Kilda,
not
St
declining.
Kilda Worcester?
No, we either Hawthorn or Essendon.
Hawthorn would not have the...
They have
have
your
to.
pick this year, mate.
No, but they don't have the money
Yes, they do.
cap space.
They do.
Where? Where is this
Where?
money cap space coming from?
Where?
Because they're going to have to start paying some of their will days and that soon.
Yeah.
Because I got a feeling that they're going to be in a lot of money issues like Carlton, aka in 2000, where they're going to be over the cap.
You look at Hawthorn. Most of their players will not be being paid $1 million each.
No, but
The
Will Day will be on it soon.
Yes.
Day and Newcomb probably.
Newcomb will be on it.
Yeah.
I think Barris and Battle will both be on
Battle's already on
800k.
it.
Yeah.
Battle's
So
already
that's
on the-
4 people already on $1 million.
Yeah.
I think the Wiz will want one soon,
He won't be getting that much.
or he'll be getting up there.
Look, all I'm saying is
Mitchell Lewis is up there.
I think Harley will take less money to play for Hawthorn where he can win a flag.
No, mate.
Or he'll just get an
It's
absolute
so
barrage of that.
you're saying that's the same logic you use with Carlton with
I'm saying
Deconium.
right now, after seeing these two teams, St Kilda are closer to a flag than you,
No,
and they have more of a long-term prospect because their team's actually young.
that's a shit hot take.
Oh, hot takes.
Moving on to hot
It's a bit hot in here. Hot takes.
That's a bit hot in here, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
I've been getting very angry. It's a bit hot in here.
Can I lead you guys with a massive hot take I heard on Thursday night watching the game?
Yes.
So it was in the third quarter when the game is just stuttering. It's getting hard to watch. We're missing a lot. It's in that point of the game. And I can't remember who said it. One of the commentators just goes, The Bombers would be in front right now if they were hitting their shots. Now
That's a hot take.
That's just true.
Off that logic, if Carlton won their first 3 games, they'd be 3-0.
Again, that's just true.
Now,
I'm getting the take of these hot takes. I'm starting to
now
clock through my head.
we'll now actually do actual hot take. Actual hot take. So this is going to confuse you. So this is an actual hot take. We're actually taking hot takes to where it would actually be hot takes.
Shots.
Anyway,
Cogs was trying to calibrate this.
So Nathan Brown,
Brownie.
sports bet.
Failed multi guy.
Yeah, failed multi guy. Never hits one.
Do you remember that Twitter account that was tracking the multi?
Chompers loves him.
Chompers actually wants to kill him. Now, on the weekend, he had probably one of the best takes of all time. One of the hottest takes of all time. I don't think it's a big statement that Lloyd Meek is the best ruckman in the comp.
Not even top 5.
No, he's not.
Now, his main reason for it was Lloyd Meek runs forward away from the ball. Crazy thing, right? Maybe he should be fighting for the ball.
This could be a hot take. He could almost not be a top 10 ruckman in the league. Almost.
He's top 10.
He's on that fringe.
He's like 8.
He's around the 6 to 8 mark.
And people were putting him in All-Australian things. No.
No,
He's not even top 3 in the All-Australian at the moment.
No, he's not.
It's a 2-horse race at the moment, in my opinion, for the All-Australian.
Yeah.
It's a 2-horse race.
Tristan Sherry.
And DeConey.
And you've got one right down your throat.
What?
See this guzzling up the DeConey.
No, I'm not guzzling up. DeConey has been a beast. I'm not having this.
How good will it be when Pitner gets more ruck minutes?
Oh, it's going to be so fun. It's going to be so fun.
He's supposed to be back for Gather round 2.
Gather on his back, boys.
We're playing West Coast, and we're going to lose that game too.
All right, we're 3 games in the season now for most teams. Some 4,
some 2. Dogs play 2 games.
Unfortunately. So I thought no better time than to start now on the hot seats, but we can't say hot seats because everyone uses hot seats. So I wanted to bring in a brand new segment.
Let's go.
Steven Seagal, his favourite movie, Steven Seagal.
Isn't the Vox Pops meant to be about a straight bloke taking a piss out of his face?
Welcome to Pressure Points, guys.
Is this like the new In the Gun?
Yeah, it's like In the Gun, but I don't have a gun. I just go by honey neck and just go.
I like it. I like this segment.
Where's the arrow?
I'm a big fan of this.
Now I've got 5 coaches and players.
4 coaches.
I actually have.
I got a 5th.
This one's a surprise one.
Ooh.
Now.
Good to see you update the run sheet.
Huh?
Good to see you update the run sheet.
I know this is a surprise one.
Ooh, surprise.
Yeah, surprise.
So start off with this is a 1 to 5. So.
Well, 1 is under the most pump, like under the most pressure.
Under the most
okay,
pressure.
cool.
All right, number 1.
Wonder who this is going to be.
Someone who has been talked about extensively on this podcast already. Vossi is
the one who said they can't run games well.
As much as I don't think he's under the most pressure.
I'm saying he should be, and if he continues to lie to the media and say that you're playing well in the second half, you're running out of games well. We watched it, well and clear. The doggies who are fucking injured as shit.
Doggies are on their knees with a list they got it right.
And they outrun you for the whole half.
No, I'm aware of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vossi cannot be saying that they run out games well.
We're the worst second half team in the comp.
Oh, wow.
So it's
Yeah.
No.
He's blatantly like coping. He's coping that his job is still going to be there in 2 weeks.
Be honest, Vossi.
Look, mate, just say you're under pressure. Just say it. Do you know Bevo did? And look at Bevo now. He's got a team injured as fuck to 2-1.
I'm not getting involved in this, but I'm putting it to you. What round is Vossi getting sacked this year? What round?
Is it you have Collingwood this week, then West Coast should gather around the week after?
And then North Melbourne the week after that.
It's either West Coast or North. If you lose every game from then, it's either West Coast or North gone.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Even if you beat West Coast, if you lose to North, I reckon he goes.
Question then: if we beat you guys, miracle, does that put pressure on on
McRae? No.
McRae's there for a while.
That's like.
Oh, you get a 5-year premiership window. I forget.
Yeah.
Like once you win a premiership, you get a 5-year window.
Unless you have a doggies and you get 10 years. Bevo's still there.
We've talked enough about Vossi. Let's try and get the other coaches out.
Now, number 2 is still Longyear. I don't trust the fact they only won the derby by 36 points.
And aren't they just boring to watch?
They're just boring to
I
watch.
can't watch Freo.
With the talent they have, they should be doing
They
better.
should be. They should be smashing.
You
teams.
want to watch them and you go, ooh, that's a good team, but
There's just nothing there.
beating West Coast is not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unconvincingly for what they should be doing. They should be winning that by 80 points.
Yeah.
I don't care how much firing up they have West Coast for that game.
The talent on the list should be doing better.
Yeah. Shea Bolton's utilisation is horrendous.
He'll get better. I reckon he'll work it out.
He'll work it out, but at the same time, just nothing going on there. Jordan Clark and Luke Ryan both look down years, which when you have 2 all Australian quality players there, that's crazy. Number 3, Simon Goodwin.
Now, this is the coach I think who's under the most pressure.
I don't think he is because Melbourne's goodwill goes about 10 billion years and 10 million things. They should have sacked Goodwin last year.
That man just needs a lot of media training.
He does.
Keeps
Throwing your captain underneath, not a bus, not a train.
Melbourne's best player over the last 40 years.
Under a plane.
No. This is like
Throwing.
an asteroid is coming towards Max Gorn.
This is literally their best player over the last 45 years.
Listening here on Triple M Radio try and have to defend Goodwin was like when your captain is defending your coach for something he fucked up with. I see a lot of things wrong with that. Yeah. I see way too much issues.
We saw Melbourne having this sort of.
Why don't you? This isn't a stupid idea. Why don't Melbourne sack Goodwin and just give Gorn captain coach?
I wouldn't never
because would Gorney do that? I reckon Gorney's gonna be Bob Murphy next and go do a radio show in the mornings. But the fact that there was all about love this off season, love,
and immediately turn on each other.
Yeah, Petrarca already wants to leave, which we'll come back to Petrarca soon.
Yes.
It's just nothing. The whole situation. The last 3 years, Goodwin should have been sacked for something.
Absolute disaster.
He's had a horrible 3 years. He should be gone, and the fact he's 3rd in this list right now says a lot more about Melbourne with their current issues than it is Goodwin.
Yeah, it's a whole club thing.
Yeah. Number 4, he doesn't have a fucking job next year. Ken Hinkley.
Still.
Look, the fact that he's got 1 win against Richmond.
Yeah, not
says
a real win.
The fact that his team could have got away with a win on the weekend.
Yeah, a lot of times in that 3rd quarter they could have put that game away.
But they just couldn't.
Just didn't.
I hate you.
Yeah,
the horny
that's Hornet right now.
Yeah. Josh Carr's already going to be in my hot seat
pressure
as soon
point.
as he gets in.
So is he your 5th pressure point guy?
No, he's not yet. But as soon as he is in charge, which I reckon will be at some point this year.
I think if Port aren't contending by mid-season, just literally get rid of him.
Is it a hard sell now to keep Butters?
It's hard.
Butters would be thinking about Victoria.
Yeah.
And which club he wants to come back to.
I think he's actually linked with us.
I think
everyone's linked with you.
Everyone's linked with you and us. Don't get excited.
You do not have the draft capital to get him.
We have more than you right now.
No, you don't.
Well, wait, actually, we do. Because we
You're
start the
both-
second round pick next year.
Equally is nothing.
Anyway, now number 5, and this is purely on speculation only. Chris Scott.
Speculations.
Chris Scott.
Ooh.
Now, this is because right now there's
1 and 2.
the audit going on.
Well, yes.
Well, no, the audit happens. It's 2 teams each season.
Yeah, but
The
there's
fact there's so much media around this one says a lot more about Geelong than
Do you know who the other team's getting audited as
is
well?
that Port?
Yeah, it's Port.
Yeah. So see how Port hasn't had any media about it, and Geelong has so much.
We all
media
know what
about
goes
it.
on down Geelong.
Yeah, well, we had the Joel Selwood issue last year.
Yeah.
We have Chris Scott's second job.
Yeah, for a major sponsor of the
And
club.
we also have a certain person who's in a criminal case at the moment.
Okay. But there's no
Allegedly.
And also, I think
That's why I didn't say names. No.
I know it is.
We know it is. No, they have named it. They have said it's a Geelong person. It's not
That's
alleged.
it.
They have said it, but we just don't know who the person is.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No alleged here. Hard news.
The fact is, last year, great season from him. This year, they should be better. And so
What?
far, yes.
There's
I
a
think-
gaping hole with no Hawkins, in my
Yeah,
opinion. There's a
but they also had a
gaping
gaping
hole.
hole last year, seeing Tom Hawkins didn't play half the year last year.
Yeah.
And they still did well.
I think Geelong will get better.
Geelong should get better.
Look, they had a very, very bad game against St Kilda, and then a bad second half against Brisbane.
I'm seeing him on Friday night. I'll personally ask him the hard-hitting question. What do you want to tell Chris Scott on Friday night?
What's up with your second job? Immediately wrong with that.
No, but my point is, it's coming to his 14th year.
He's been around a long time.
He came in after Bomber Thomas won the flag.
Again.
He's won 2 flags over his time, which is great stuff. It's a lot of success for nothing.
He's got, in my opinion, because you can see in the AFL, you get when you win a flag, you get a 5-year window that you're sort of somewhat safe for. He's in year 3 now of it.
I don't
Do you
reckon
think
Geelong do the same.
Chris is under more pressure than Brad?
Yes. I think the fact that Essendon gave Brad a contract early shows a lot more about his safety than Chris.
Actually,
I think Brad's a better coach. He's just never had the team. He led North Melbourne to that prelim in 2014. That North team was half good, half shit.
Oh, wait.
I wouldn't say there were any Geelong-esque style.
No.
Geelong have been good for so long because of their recruiting and their list managers.
Yeah, but you still have to have the performance on the field to do that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's my 5 for coaches.
Go, Brad.
Let's go quick between these because it's getting long.
Yeah, this is the whole point. We're just an AFL pod for half a year. For players, Petrarca won. Gave up on the club. He's had enough.
I saw some acts on the weekend. He just hated it.
Can I bring another person from Melbourne who I think is under pressure player-wise? Clayton Oliver.
No.
He's playing okay this year.
He's under pressure. He's slow. He can't run games. As soon as it's past him, he gives up. I think he's under more pressure than Petrarca.
I think Petrarca's actions is the reason why.
No, but the same actions happen with Stephen May. Stephen May does the exact same actions as Petrarca, but we give it to Petrarca because he's the nice guy.
No. The reason why I don't give it to Stephen May is because I know Stephen May's a fucking crackhead.
He's a psycho.
He's a scary man, and he's not angry with the club. He's angry at what's going on in the field. Petrarca's angry over the whole thing.
As he should be.
Yes, and that's why I'm saying the pressure is on for him. Because if he has a good year this year, who can afford to get him?
Going.
No.
Essendon.
Anyway, number 2, Harley. The pressure's on Fun Media. I'm not saying it from that one. Poor bloke. That's more what my pressure for him. It's just getting to actually run out games from now on.
What are you doing?
You're such a drunk.
It's my coping mechanism for Carlton.
Owen.
Number 3, I've got Jeremy Cameron.
Ooh, Jezza.
Now, the reason why is because Cameron is currently playing wing, basically.
He is. I feel like he picks his own spot on the ground.
They're trying to use him as a Gary Ablett Senior-esque type wingman.
We're in 2025.
And he's also not Gary Ablett Senior.
Yes. He's in his 30s. He's a key forward. Use him as a key forward.
Well,
he needs to be down there.
He has to be, because Neil's not good enough yet. Is he going to be good enough? Who
Probably
knows?
not.
Henry is a good third forward. So without him down the line for taking those marks, there's not a lot down there for the tall forwards.
Number 4, Van Rooyen. He's supposed to be breaking out. This is the age where you start breaking out.
He's got no service.
He's got no service, yes. But I don't see anything in him. He doesn't jump. He doesn't lead. He just wants to be in a contested mark every single time, and he loses every contested mark.
It would help him if he has some more unselfish forwards in that forward line.
Oh,
Fritsch, because Fritsch he's terrible this year.
Yeah.
He's nowhere near.
I reckon he'll ask for trade at the end of season.
He's leaving.
I've heard Fritsch. Yeah, I've heard there's a bit of a thing leaving.
Yeah,
But that's my
He's
point.
going to go move to Coldstream again.
No.
That's right, it's his brother.
Yeah, he's probably kicks 100 goals a year.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Go post
Fritsch is
shot.
a very, very selfish forward.
Yeah, but
They have Pickett there, selfish forward.
Pickett's not there.
They're missing Neil Bullen.
but if Daniel Turner's looking for a better option, who's been moved down
But
there.
at least they're trying to play the youngsters.
Yeah.
They're trying.
Van Rooyen's been playing for 4 years now, and he's pulling his finger out of his ass. And then number 5, I've got Connor Rosé. Yeah.
I want to hear this because I'm going to defend this because, why?
Number 1, as a captain, fair enough. The extra pressure is there now. And for the last 2 years, he's been really good at it. Against us, he had the cheapest game of his life to have 35 touches. He got the ball kicked to him 10 million times, and he turned the ball over every single time. Against Essendon, disappearing act. Great work from Duz, but disappearing act.
Durham's just star, mate.
Yeah, we're going against Richmond. Right now in the midfield, they don't have Butters.
Yes.
Juan Francis is playing as a mid-forward still, which commit to one now. He needs to start playing midfield minutes properly. Ollie Wines is the best midfielder right now.
Even Boak looks
Boak
almost as
has,
good as
yeah. This season has shown that Rosie needs that Butters because he has to have someone who's accumulating the ball and getting it to him.
Yeah, but that's the same argument with side bottom. It's the same argument with side bottom.
The difference is, I'm not saying Sidebottom was the greatest player. Sidebottom wasn't. He nearly won a Brownlow, which is fucked. But he was always the side piece. But Rosie's the captain. Rosie was supposed to be what Butters is.
Rosie was the better of the two,
Rosie, until last year, he was the better player.
But every club has this a best midfielder and the second best midfielder. Look at Walsh.
Yeah,
Walsh is another good example of that.
Look how good he is.
Yeah, I know.
He's not good.
He was projected to be better than Cripps.
Now, my second point to this, and before you start going on, is as a club captain, in this fucking dumb situation Porter's putting him in, he is not stepping up.
Yeah, no.
He is looking worse and worse and worse each week. A club captain, you're trying to be the linchpin between these two coaches. Yeah, it's not your fault that this is happening, but you need to be the one there, setting an example.
Do you think they gave him the captaincy too early in his career?
Yes, absolutely.
Who should they have given it to?
Ollie Wines should have been kept the captain.
Yeah, I
For
agree.
a couple of years, yeah. I think he was 23 when he was captain.
Yeah.
That's a very young captain.
I'm gonna put two more players under the pressure point here too before we leave.
Go on.
One person's Ben Mackay.
Well, we know that.
Yeah, but it's once again, we've known that for a while.
No, yeah, but again,
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong, but there's no pressure on him.
He'll never lose his spot in this current
and
team.
that and yeah,
He'll never lose his spot because of the way, where the development of every other defender is. He looked, as the game went on, he needs a Ridley to help him out a lot.
Yeah, and so what my point to Ben will be is that Ben is now expected to be like this. Does that mean...
I think last year when Ben came in, he played way above his expectations initially, which was great at the time. It was like,
it lifted it up, and now when he plays back to his regular form...
Well, he's down on confidence.
In a key defender market where it is so little, so you're going to spend big bags on key defenders.
Yeah.
That's going to happen. What I'm saying is, when there's a pressure on someone, these are the players who are expected to be getting better. I don't think Ben's expected to get better.
I'm also going to put a whole back line in the...
Oh, is it your back line?
Yes. Carlton back line, you're in the pressure point. Fucking hell.
You're not including Jacob Wiedering, though, are you? He's fine.
No, because... Not Wiedering, but everyone else, because where is the support?
He needs...
I'm going to leave it at that.
I made that point.
I'm going to leave it at that.
He needs McGovern to be better.
After that Yapathon, we're going to move on to the Cripps Dacos medal.
All rise for the Cripps Dacos medal.
Our favourite segment.
We had a good debate on some votes this week.
Oh, it was the first one I was actually like, we actually got aggressive with each other.
A screaming match occurred.
Because someone's got really mad about one player.
Yeah, I did. Or two.
Grom.
Two. Jimmy, start us off with your mob.
With the Bombers over the power, we gave 1 vote to Jace Burgoyne, 2 votes to the glorious King Zach Merritt, and 3 votes best on big tag job Sammy Durham.
I want to go to what I think is hell, but it's Friday Night Footy between
Comedy.
Carlton and Doggies. 1 vote to Brody Kemp for having his one big game of the year, kicking 5. 2 votes to Tom Liberatore because he tore us up, and 3 votes for Sam Davidson. We had a third game and have 30 against us.
The medical student.
Now, Melbourne versus Gold Coast, aka Buller time for Melbourne fans.
Good crowd.
1 vote Noah Anderson, 2 votes Took Miller, and 3 votes Matt Rao. The whole midfield just went crazy.
Took 23 and 3. Took Miller 3 goals. What is this? Another snooze fest. Moving over just across the city to Marvel. St Kilda versus Richmond. We have 1 vote to Jack McRae, 2 votes for Nazaya Wanganeen Miller, and 3 votes, 40 disposals, Jack Sinclair.
We're heading down to Tassie where the winds was worse than a cyclone. Hawthorn versus GWS. 1 vote to Will Day, 2 votes to Nick the Jizz Watson, and 3 votes to Cam McKenzie.
So you really said that one in there. Yeah. Up to the Gabba, Brisbane versus Geelong. 1 vote to Wash Will Ashcroft, 2 votes to Dane Zorko, and 3 votes to Hugh McCluggage.
Zorko is underrated.
He's having
a better year.
He's
having a
No,
better year
Zorko
than
did this last year. We gave him so many votes early on, and then he just falls
fell
off.
off a pit.
Yeah.
But he's doing better again.
Yeah, and he'll fall off again.
Anyway, moving across to South Australia, Adelaide versus the Roos. We have 1 vote to Jake Saligo, 2 votes to Isaac Rankin, and then 3 votes to the North skipper, Jai Simpkin. Big game.
We're moving over to the worst derby out of them all.
The Derby.
The Derby.
Shut up. West Coast vs Fremantle. Luke Jackson, 1 vote. Andrew Brayshaw, 2 votes. And Caleb Sarong, 3 votes for his 4th medal. He's now won.
Snooze fest.
Baylor Siddle's got a hat-trick on his birthday! Not yet, he hasn't. Beauty! Not.
Carlton's got 6 at the G. Build the man a statue.
What are you doing there? Oh, just listening to some Spotify, mate. Yeah, just listening to some tunes.
Alright, as much as you may have known so little about it, the Sheffield Shield's still been played. We had the final over the weekend, and for the first time in 29 years, South Australia won the Sheffield Shield.
It was actually like a back and forth. Well, it
Well,
looked like
initially,
South Australia were going to
Queensland
win.
made, what, 95 in their first
94 all out. A guy named Brendan Doggett took 6 from the first innings.
That's good.
Took the piss.
Is this what happens when you buy a team from all the other states? Is that how they won it?
Not from. They bought a couple
It's
players.
like 4 or 5.
How many farmers unions had to sell to do that?
Nathan McSweeney was quite good for them. But hey, look, they've gone from being bottom of the Sheffield Shield to now winning it all. 29 years since they last won it. Jake Lehman was a part of this South Australian team. The last time South Australia won one, he was 3 years old when his father won it. Boof.
Big boof.
But they made it interesting in the second innings, Queensland. They made 450 odd.
2 blokes made 100.
Yeah, so they had a pretty good performance. Player of the match was Brendan Doggett. He took 11 between the 2 innings.
Yeah, that does it.
So that I think is deserving numbers. They won by 4 wickets in the end. How about the scenes after the game? It looked like Buddy Franklin's 1,000th goal. They stormed. What was the ground they played at? Some random.
Karen Rotten Oval.
Yeah.
They went up to play Adelaide.
Some random ground. Marmalade were going berserk.
Oh, I was so sick of seeing it.
Oh, the guy who had the helmet and sat raising his bat. Yeah.
It was hilarious, but it's good to see a state get behind it so much. Like you don't see this in Victoria, you don't see this in any other state. South Australia support so well. That is true. It's church.
Do you know what
Sunday service.
my only intake of Sheffield Shield was for the 4 days I was on? Dwayne's World replays, where he would give the update of the scores.
Hey, my favourite bit out of this final, the Sheffield Shield, is I didn't realise this till after the final ended. Ryan Harris is coaching South Australia. Did anyone know this?
The GOAT.
Ryan Harris.
Still the best.
He's looking quite he's quite
You can tell what happens when you bowl through that many knee injuries.
He's had a fair bit of Maccas in the last couple of years. He's looking quite big.
That's just every cricketer ever after they retire.
No, Mitchell Johnson's looking quite
He's
slim.
an exception.
But
Run fast while playing, run fast after playing.
Ryan Harris and the South Australia team, well done on winning the Sheffield Shield after 29 years.
Oh, goodness me! Patrick Reed, you little beauty!
I know you guys don't like it, but I'm going to bring it up. Golf's here, and Australia's own Min Woo Lee has won the Texas Children Houston Open.
So loud.
Wow. But he's won his first PGA Tour event. He's 24, 25. He's been on the fringe of like reaching this greatness. His sister actually is probably one of the best WPGA players in the world. Min J Lee, pretty good. But he won his first tour, PGA Tour card. Now qualifies him for the Masters in 2 weeks. What could be very interesting because
That's good.
4 Australians, I think we'll see in it. We'll see
Cam
Smith, Adam Scott, because he won it, obviously. Jason Day, I think, qualifies through right now. Min Woo Lee. Possibly Cam Davis, if he gets across. But he almost choked it, by the way. With 4 holes to go, he was up by 4 strokes. He only won by 1. Scotty Scheffler almost took it off him.
KD wouldn't do that.
Reminds me of my prime mini golf days.
But because there was I think it was the 15th, par 5, water to the right. He puts it right in the lake. So he driver off the deck, right in the lake.
God damn it.
So he survived well. Dr. Chapinski himself, great flop shot. He's good character. Everyone loves him. Well done, Min Woo Lee.
Go golf.
So after begging for defense for about how long now? We still don't.
29 goals.
Can we?
It's better.
Victory had a game where it was 8 goals.
I was there.
Yeah, 5-3. Great.
4 of them in the last 20 minutes of the game.
It reminds me of pro clubs. It's awesome.
It's just... Fuck it, guys. Socceroos, you don't have any defensive stocks coming. They're all fucking attacking. I don't...
We're going to win the World Cup doing it.
No. Anyway, the original derby ended up being a 5-3 win victory. Hooray.
Let's go, Victor.
I was there. It was interesting. I got spat on by an Adelaide United fan, by the way.
Yeah.
That's an Adelaide person.
That's an Adelaide
Yeah.
Adelaide fan.
Yeah, they're feral.
Yeah, I once had someone yell at me when we were down to him once. Because, quote, I cheered too loud when the ball went out.
They tour well. I'll give them that. Like, the crowd they got there was quite good. They were louder than Victory at some points, but
Yeah, it's a derby.
don't spit on staff who are working at the game, please.
No, dude, it's Stone. If you see this man, spit on his head.
Actually, just anywhere in general.
Yeah, spit on him.
Eating.
Ow.
Auckland over the last 2 weeks have played Central Coast and Brisbane, so not great outings.
It was worrying at times when they only just beat Brisbane 2-0 and then it scored at the 68th minute.
Yeah. Look, even with that though, they're still the favourites for the flag.
Well, I'm to Western United.
They're second.
They're second. They're still coming.
They're still going. Hey, we've got all three Melbourne teams going to be playing finals, by the way, of it too. We've got second, third, and fourth. I think.
When do the finals start?
They start the first or second week of May.
Yeah.
I believe.
Got a while left then.
So we've got a little bit, a couple of rounds left.
Got some funny things going on still.
Victory still couldn't miss out because they've got a game ahead of Sydney, who could jump them, so they could go to fifth. But there'll be a game ahead of Adelaide.
Thank you, mathematician.
Hey.
Well
I thought we were going to keep speaking.
This is your thing.
Yeah, I want to bring to light something I've been fortunate to be a part of the last couple of weeks and months. It's what we call Series Futsal Oz or Series Futsal Victoria. It's the biggest futsal comp in all of Victoria. We have some great teams, some great players. We have a men's comp. The top division plays on a Friday night. We have commentary, live things. It's a great atmosphere. We've got the women's division on Sunday with our championship in Div 1. It's great competition, great teams. We've got the best team in the country in futsal in Fitzroy. They have 4 of the Futsaroo players, the Australian futsal team. But it's a great competition. They have some great atmospheres. Teams are really given a chance. Normally Fitzroy being they've won the last 4 or 5 titles, but what an interesting title race this year. Right now, Moreland top of the comp, and second is Western United, and then Fitzroy in third. We've got some other teams like Pascoe Vale, Melbourne AKU, Hume, Carlton. It's a great comp. If you can get a chance, come along, come support it. It's a great comp. Pete Parthamos and Josh Fusco are running it. Great team, great crew. Live commentary from Ethan Rigg and Adam Palombi. But yeah, get down, give us some support, or watch us live on YouTube.
Don't make me get out of this seat. Come on in. You won't get in the water. You don't want to get his hair wet. Pretty boy.
Hold that thought. I'm gonna call you back.
Oh, Lord.
Alright, in the NBA, great news for Australia. One of our very own, Josh Giddey, has hit one of the best buzzer beaters in recent history.
We found LeBron's father.
No.
Yes.
No.
Giddey owns LeBron.
No, he doesn't.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
One shot doesn't mean you own him. Anyway.
He's done it twice against them, by the way, but not that you guys pay attention.
Still doesn't mean he owns him.
They've played each other 3 times. He's done it twice.
Yeah, he missed a few games for certain reasons.
Yes, we were aware of this.
Anyway, yeah, it was an incredible shot. Also, the whole play beforehand when they hit 2 threes in 3 seconds.
Yeah, because LeBron turned the ball over. Again, father of LeBron.
That was AI.
LeBron is overrated.
That was AI.
Yeah.
LeBron is washed.
Shut up, Stefan.
Mate, he almost didn't score 10 points against Indiana.
And then he hit game winner.
Yeah, coming back from injury.
And he hit the game winner.
Yeah, and then he got a game winner hit on him because he didn't defend against Josh Giddey.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
in all fairness, how often is that half-court shot getting hit?
Jokic did it a day later.
Yeah, he did hit one after this.
So
Jokic hit a Euro step from 3/4 court.
Yeah,
So
taking
with his left hand as well.
yeah, no.
He's winning MVP. I don't want to hear this shade nonsense.
He should, but I swear to God.
Have you seen all the videos coming out, like, of every single Shea free throw? Like, how it happens?
I love seeing when
It's the same thing. It's shot fake, jump into
every
player.
time I go on ESPN and watch an OKC game, he's having a free throw.
Yeah. It's,
I want to bring up, because obviously Josh Giddey has only been in the Bulls for this season.
Yeah.
Got traded from OKC for Alex Caruso. Who's won the trade in your opinion?
Well, the thing is they both won the trade.
I think it's a win-win because the Thunder are
Was this like what it used to be a Luka Doncic, a Luka and Trey win-win trade before the Mavs decided to just implode it all?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's similar vibe. It's a win-win. I think. Well, the Thunder obviously have gotten better, if anything, because they're 62-12.
And they don't have the issue of having Josh Giddey be an issue for how they fit in a team.
Yeah, he was a dead weight in that team.
They get Alex Caruso to have two of the deadliest
3 and
defenders.
D.
Yeah, have Lou Dort and Alex Caruso defending against you.
Pretty good defense.
Yeah.
And then the Bulls, Giddey's freed up. He's probably the second best player on that team behind
Their
Kobe
front
White.
court's quite. I like their front court they got at the moment with him and Kobe White.
If they keep playing like they're playing right now, they've got a chance in the play-in to probably. I think
If they get like a decent centre or guard, or forward,
they need someone better than Vucevic.
they're going to be okay in a couple of years. What,
They-
Giddey's 22, 21?
Yeah, he's still
Kobe
young.
White's
Kobe White's
23.
still young.
Yeah, so it's a nice young front court. So it's just more everything else.
Giddey's going to be the next Jordan
No.
for the Bulls.
No.
Prime Derrick Rose, Giddey.
No.
Yes.
No. Now, since Levine has left in the trade to the Kings, this is a more point. In March alone, Giddey's averaged 21, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists.
Yeah.
So he's almost averaging a triple-double.
Almost.
Where's his MVP candidate? Good. No. Another question. Is he a possible... No, he probably won't win it because he hasn't had the full season.
MIP?
Yeah, is he in that talk?
No.
Because why is he not in that talk?
Because the first half of the season was so drastic he couldn't play fourth quarters.
That is true.
Yeah, you got to put it out across the whole season to be in contention.
Plus, he only put 8 points up against Dallas today.
Yeah,
So,
well, he's still going to have those games where he doesn't do as well, but
it's Dallas.
it's good to see him improving.
It is. Now, Jokic we've complained about. What the fuck did Memphis do?
Yeah.
10 games out before finals, by the way.
Before they're gonna make the playoffs.
Oh, let's sack Taylor Jenkins because
What
we're in
happened?
5th.
So there has to be something in the background, right? So Memphis sacked Taylor Jenkins.
Alright, give us the allegations. What are we allegedly saying?
Ja Morant's done something dodgy.
Yeah, the Ja Morant treatment.
Pull trigger, bam bam.
Okay. You know, we're gonna move on from this now. You've ruined
It's
the
just very,
conversation.
very weird.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Very, very odd.
It's
Very-
worse than what we did last year with Adrian Griffin. No, okay. Well, at least we did it mid-season, not right before the playoffs.
Yeah. It's like who the fuck? I'm trying to think who it was. When Marino got sacked the day before the FA Cup final, so Ryan Mason had to play.
That's
That's
right.
the coach for Tottenham.
Now I want to bring up something because I was sitting down on the couch I think it was like sometime last week. I was watching Boston play. Are Boston the most boring team to watch in the NBA?
Yeah.
All they want to do is shoot the three and just layups. They don't actually try anything.
Jason Tatum hasn't learned how to drive yet, and he's 6'10".
And Brown doesn't know how to use his left hand.
Yeah.
Porzingis thinks he's a shooter.
Tingus.
Pingos.
Yeah. Out of all the good teams in the NBA, they're very boring to watch.
I don't like. Yeah. And the problem is they'll probably win the ring as well.
No. They're probably going to.
You fucking say Lakers in 5. I'm gonna piss myself.
No, I wasn't gonna say Lakers.
SGA, PGA, USA. No. I reckon they'll win the East because the Cavs have shown a lot of fraudulent signs recently.
Yeah.
So I think they'll beat the Cavs in the Eastern Conference Finals. But I think OKC will be too good.
I
for
could
them.
see New York or a Milwaukee win the East as well.
We are not winning the East.
Have you seen them recently?
Also, New York and Milwaukee are going to play each other in round 1 because we've fallen to the 6th seed, so we're done.
I didn't realise you fell to
Lillard's
6th.
out. We're done.
You guys can almost be in the play-in.
No, we're too far out of Atlanta, so
Okay.
we're going to finish 6th. But yeah, we're done. Sad times.
All right, now guys, Europe doesn't have a basketball league, does it?
No, never heard of it.
I haven't heard Nikola Jokic talk about it every press
Or
conference.
Doncic.
Or
Never heard of it.
Doncic playing in some European league or something like that.
Or like a lot of the good NBA players who are now dominated in Europe.
Well, it's okay, guys, because the NBA are looking to make a European league.
That's a new
The
idea.
crowds are going to suck for that. The NBA just drain anything.
But the whole reason would be, the justification would be like, so everyone plays the R rules.
NBA rules suck.
No defense, just traveling.
There's a
all the
reason
time.
everyone enjoys watching FIBA basketball, and FIBA rules are used everywhere besides the US.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense logically, because you have to learn how to defend.
Yeah.
That's why there's not high scoring games. And second of all, the crowds in Europe are fucking berserk.
Oh,
They're
flares.
mental.
It's
Sure.
generally like, I reckon they get more rowdy than bloody some football games.
Yeah.
It's Serbia.
The Serbian basketball game.
Oh.
Mental.
I would not want to be having a punch on with some Serbian guys. That's
So
the last
instead-
thing I would do.
Instead, think of like New Jersey versus Vancouver. Every single game, no one's there. No one's there.
And the problem is that the EuroLeague have worked out cheaper tickets, obviously because they're not making revenue, but cheaper tickets create good opportunity. And the players over in the EuroLeague are making good money. Like Evan Fournier is playing for, who's he playing for? Olympiacos, and he's still on $4.5 million.
Yeah, because he's a big name.
Yeah, he's playing.
There's still some big names over there actually.
Yeah.
They got some big names in the EuroLeague.
EuroLeague's getting some big players come back.
Who do you support in the EuroLeague?
Your league? I don't know.
I actually don't have a team.
I would have to- I'd have to watch
Olympiacos. Olympiacos.
Anyway, the last one before we move to a return or something. Wolves versus Pistons.
Straight ball. Bad boy Pistons are back.
It's so funny. So, Brawl today, the Wolves are basically, if Anthony Edwards is angry, we're all angry. And then if the Pistons are just, we're fucking angry.
Well, Nas Ray started it because he got fouled, or he thought he got fouled, and then he yelled at Duran, I think.
Yeah.
And then they went off, and then immediately said Isaiah Stewart just...
Is Isaiah Stewart the angriest guy in the league?
He's got Draymond Green tendencies.
He's a new Ron Artest.
Yeah, because he barged his way through that pack to get to, I think, DiVincenzo. He was going off that.
I love Isaiah Stewart. I like what the Pistons are doing here. I like it. It's a bit different.
And they're
Bad boys.
and they're a good team. They're going to make the playoffs.
So, we get to see angry.
The playoffs are playing.
No, they're fifth.
They're above you guys.
Yes, they are.
Imagine a Knicks Detroit playoff series.
Yes, we need to get to fifth, so that happens.
Oh my
That was what it was going to be, and then we've ruined it. So
Anyway, playoffs in action. No, don't please. It's so long. Hot take. No, we're not going to sting this time. Hot takes is back for the NBA this time because Doc Rivers had an absolute clanger.
Chopper.
Anyway, Doc Rivers is coming out and said, I don't get enough respect, enough credit for winning 3 games in the series we lose 4-3. Like, Doc, you lost a series.
Who did he leave?
Multiple
Who did he lose
times.
3-1 to? I don't know who one of them was.
He did one at Philly,
Yep.
or maybe 2 at Philly.
He's done a couple of the Clippers.
He lost
Lo-
3-1 to Golden State.
Lob City Clippers, he did a lot. He probably did at Boston.
Probably.
He's the most overrated
well,
coach
He lost
of
one
the last
last.
20
He lost
years.
one last year with the Bucks to the Pacers.
I generally struggle to see. I think he's the most overrated
I
coach.
do not
It's
like
better,
him
it's
as my
better than
coach.
Darvin Ham.
We have them both.
Yeah.
Why do you think we're
chill,
6th and not
guys.
top 3?
Salute. Like, real close, and then they go,
No, it has to be the same distance. It has to be fair.
oh, well, it's about 20 metres, max.
Okay, so 20 minutes. Bang. I'm literally going to put cement in my water bottle and go.
I hate you.
I hate these people. On Melons of the Week.
That was
We're here.
interesting.
Hello, welcome back to Melon of the Week, final segment of the show, where we look at 5 individuals, organisations, persons, teams, whatever they are, and we call them out for their tomfoolery and shenanigans that have occurred this week.
Yeah, Tom Fuller would be proud of it.
If you know, you know.
Which you don't.
We have a bit on the quieter end this week. Hasn't been
it's
anything.
a lot more tomfoolery this week.
Yeah,
Hasn't
lots
been-
of just funny things.
Hasn't
though.
been any death or any stuff this
Ooh.
week. There's been some allegations,
There's
but
been some violence. Though.
nothing that we aren't.
These people are both convicted,
Yeah.
so we can.
We can start at the lighter side of things, though, with just the more funny, goofy things, including the goofy gooners. Number 5, my team, Arsenal.
The goofy gooners.
We really do anything but sign a striker.
Yeah.
We've now started a
Goon.
we have now started a dating show where single Arsenal fans can meet up and go on dates at Arsenal games at the Emirates.
So if you don't know, it's first dates.
This feels like a shit version of Sydney's SCG thing they do.
Yeah, this is first dates.
Yeah, and then you're also going to an Arsenal game, which is just the most feral thing you can ever want to do in London.
Watch a 1-0 game where Gabriel or Saliba hit a header.
And you have to deal with the morons that are sitting around you, screaming at them.
Yeah,
I'm glad I'm not an Arsenal fan.
Above you, Matt.
We're above you.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh wow, good achievement. Anyway, we just do anything but win trophies. It's awesome. We're Melons.
Right, you can go now. Mate.
Yeah. Number 4, the Red Bull Racing Team. If you aren't aware, Liam Lawson has been stripped of his seat for Red Bull. He's gone down to the second Red Bull team, RB, for Yuki Tsunoda. Just coincidentally ahead of the Japan Grand Prix.
No.
I call corruption.
No, it's actually been confirmed. It was purely for Honda to give them more money.
Yeah.
2 races and you're already sacking someone from a seat. It's a shit car, first of all.
Yeah.
They've obviously given Verstappen a good car. What are you expecting? You give someone a shit car, they're going to put up shit performances.
What?
There's only so much a driver can do. And especially when it's only like, you look in the qualifying, there's been races where it's only been like 0.8 seconds between first and last. And then you're in last. It's an uphill battle trying to overtake cars on a shit China track.
Hey, it has a good corner though. It has a sweeping corner where all the cars are really satisfying.
And the wet in Australia.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Everyone just died.
I'm going to say that Lawson will score more than Tsunoda this week.
Yeah, because the Red Bull car is shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Red Bull, melons.
Yeah, number 3, we're coming back to Memphis. 10 games before the fucking playoffs, and you decide, a coach change now would be good. He has to have done something.
Yeah.
If there is not an announcement in the next 3-4 weeks, and like an article or something where it said that Taylor Jenkins did this, Memphis has blown it up for no reason.
Like, I'm not sure. They don't know quite who they're going to play yet because it's still very even where they are in the West. But they lose in the first.
Now, if we come back to in 4 weeks' time, Memphis is going out in the first round of playoffs in straight sweep, and it's basically just Taylor Jones not being there. Memphis, you will have ruined your best chance in a long time to be competitive.
I've got a feeling they're going to play like the Lakers or something, and it will just be a disaster. Because if they play the Lakers, they're screwed, I think.
Lakers in 5.
Even if they get Houston, I think Houston's too good for them.
Yeah.
Even if they get a Golden State, I think Golden State
are better than them.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler's helping us.
Yeah.
So
Memphis, you idiots.
Yeah.
Moving on to number 2. We already gave this guy number 1 back in January when this whole thing came out. Richmond player Noah Bolter had a lot of had a big turn himself. What are you doing?
Can you lock in properly, please? Okay, just keep going.
Cut that. Noah Bolter, we all know he did the start of the year. Turned himself into police after a assault case on a night out. It's even funny now. It's over. It was about an argument over pizza. It's not the way to resolve that argument ever.
The footage is bad too.
The video footage come out and you see him. He's a big man. He's probably 6'5", I reckon.
Yeah, something
at
like
least.
that. Something like that.
Big athlete. He comes storming out of this bloke and decks him. Throws 5 or 6 punches at least.
How about the guy? How about the guy in the corner just eating his pizza after he's seen this all happen down? He's just munching down. I love it.
Yeah, very nonchalant of him. No, what are you doing? Like, why?
How much is he be on $1 million a year?
He got signed to a 7-year deal at the end of last year.
Yeah.
He's probably lost
payout
it.
will be quite nice.
He's probably lost it.
He can go to Carlton, mate.
I'll take him. He's actually quite a good footballer.
You would want a criminal in your team.
That says a lot about you.
Mate, we did have a criminal on team. His name was Chris Yarran.
Yep. Oh my god. Anyway, I think there's a lot of talk about what he could do. Some people are saying jail. I don't think that's going to happen.
It depends. The judge is sounds very upset.
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, he pleaded guilty immediately. The footage shows everything that needs to be. It's no good. It's crook. No, you are a melon.
Be number 1.
Number 1's worse.
Number 1. Now, this guy, if you know football, you know this guy. He is a serial pest to criminal charges, being a dickhead. When he played in France, he did all these interviews just mocking French people.
Good on him.
So English.
he is just known for 2-footing and getting red cards.
Very Brexit style.
Well, he went Brexit style pretty hard this week. Now, a couple of years ago, Joey Barton, his wife called the police after she was assaulted by someone.
Should order a pepperoni pizza with yes and no?
No, this was just generally a call to police.
Ah.
She said, my husband has kicked me in the head and kicked me all over my body. So Joey Barton assaulted his wife in a domestic violence case. He has been found guilty. His sentencing will be happening soon. We believe it's years of jail time.
Yeah, that's probably jail.
Yeah. So anyway, what the fuck, Joey?
Joey.
So glad the Poms don't have Bundy.
Oh god, no,
Stella. That's more fuel.
They have Stella.
They do have Stella.
The fight juice.
Actually, this is a good story about Stella. I had a customer come to work, and they go, "Oh, I love Stella. Stella's my favorite beer. Too bad it has a really bad reputation. You heard about the reputation?"
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, no, I have, mate. Yeah. Anyway, Joey.
Rep the badge.
God. Joey. You're a massive fucking melon.
Yeah, we don't take rape on this. Not rape, sorry.
No,
assault.
We don't take being a criminal well.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, we don't.
No.
Depends on what criminal charges.
No, it does not. Don't be a
crime. No crime.
Be a good bloke. Be a nuffy.
No drink driving.
Drink drive.
Is you?
Anyway. That's it for this week, guys.
Are you too excited for your teams to play each other on Thursday
No.
night?
I'm super excited.
I'm literally hiding in my closet, not watching the game.
Weak.
Come out the closet.
No, I'll be watching it away from you, thank goodness.
Yeah, I'm going with my dad.
I don't think I could put up with watching footy with people again, especially with Carlton.
Oh.
I punched a wall at football on Friday just because of it.
That's embarrassing.
Anyway.
Enough of that. Enjoy your week off, Jimmy. You're not watching football.
I'm very happy.
It should be nice and relaxing. I'm looking forward to the bye already.
Oh,
your
great.
bye's ages away.
Yeah, yours isn't until mid-year.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, there's 10 games in between then.
Oh, fuck's sakes. I'm Ethan Stone.
I'm James Earl.
I'm John Deco.
Stay fucking nothing.